Join me as your host, Roger Swift, every Wednesday, Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Positive Power, 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
This show is going to be amazing tonight. I got one of the bass players of the world that I know that is awesome, is off the chain, Mr. Bassman himself. But before we go to Mr. Bassman himself, I have some information to give to you. It's Drum Clinic Uncut 2022. It's going to be Saturday. We got less than 2 days from today. It's going to be July 2nd, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Wealthy Place. We're going to have Michael Bradford. We're going to have Ronnie Thomas. We're going to have Mamani Laurie. We're going to have Hanae Wilson. We're going to have myself, Roderick Swift, and then we're going to have Karan Harrison, if God says the same. I would like to thank Bill's Entertainment, Mo Drumsticks, Perfect Peace, Photography, TCG Graphics, and Clark McCarroll Photographs, and 24-Hour Gospel for everything that you have been doing for us. So let's now welcome Mr. Bassman himself. How you doing today, my brother?
Doing good, my brother. Doing good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How's your day today?
Oh, man, it was great. I woke up this morning, so that's always a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that it is. Tell us a little bit about yourself, my brother.
Well, let's see. I grew up in Fresno, California. My mother played piano for just about every church in town, you know, wherever she went. So I was literally born on the piano stool in the church, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been playing church music you know, everybody in my family played music or sang, you know, so I've been playing church music all my life, basically, you know.
That is awesome.
But, yes, sir. You know, came from a small family church where my uncle was a pastor, you know. All the kids were the musicians and everything, you know. So it was a good culture to grow up in. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's an awesome thing. So tell us about your studio that you have set in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. I have a Double D Entertainment Studios located on 101 West Brooks Avenue, Unit H. For people familiar with that part of town, that's right behind the Republic Services facilities on Cheyenne. Is behind that. But anyway, I offer a fully equipped rehearsal studio and recording studio. And you about to get the exclusive on this, my brother. I'm about to start my own internet radio station up in there.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
awesome.
Yeah. I got that in the works right now.
Awesome.
So we're gonna be doing podcasts and video casts and, you know, radio, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Awesome. That's amazing. So, but what led you, and who came through those doors besides me?
Besides you? Oh, man, I've had all kind of people come through there, man. From church people to people who are playing on the strip right now to people who are members of big name bands that you might have heard of, you know, come through there rehearsing for their shows. People, you know, from bands like Cameo, Stylistics, Temptations. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those people come through there quite regular. You know, when they practice up on their shows, because I got a nice little spot there where you can do your steps with the mirrors and everything.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yes. So you can be in front of the band and you can do your steps.
Yeah, let them know from that, because you had just one room at first. Am I correct?
Yes, I started off on that building on the corner suite. I just had that one little itty bitty room, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And now I moved over here. I've got 3 rooms over there, you know, 2 offices and the big rehearsal space.
Yes, that's amazing. Now your approach to your music. How do you approach your music strategy?
My music strategy, as far as the type of music I'm playing or how I'm playing it.
Any type of music that you play. Because you don't play you just don't play blues. You just don't play gospel. I noticed you play gospel. You play jazz. You play everything.
Yeah, I'll play anything somebody put in front of me. I don't care. I just love music that much. You know, my approach to music is learning the foundations of the song first. What I notice a lot of people try to do is they immediately try to improvise over the song, and they don't even have the foundation down first yet. So what I try to do is I learn the foundation down. I get that foundation down first. The basics of the song, the mechanics of the song, the foundation, the changes and everything, and then I will try to improvise. After I've done all of that. If I got room, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully you get a little room on this weekend with the drum clinic with me.
Yeah, because if I got room within the confines of the song, because you know the last thing I want to do is take away from the song's original feeling, the body of the music. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these songs that we do, they have a particular meaning to people.
Yes.
And then, you know, when you go to changing them up and everything, you kind of change the meaning, and it's no longer the same song.
That's true.
You know, so I try to stay away from doing that. Unless, you know, I'm doing my jazz thing where I can improvise, and, you know, then it's all bets off. You know, but yeah, but if I'm playing covers, or if I'm backing somebody else that's got songs that they're doing, and I'm trying to really nail the feeling of the song first before I try to add myself into it.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many strings of do you play right now? Your favorite bass? My favorite bass
is a 5-string right now. I play a 7-string. I play anything from a 4-string to a 7-string. But my favorite is a 5-string jazz copy called a Carbon, the Seiko Bunch model. That thing is awesome. I never used to like jazz basses until I got that one. You know.
Right. And what type of amp do you use?
I use Gallon Kruger cabs.
Right. Is that the one you come with all the time?
Yeah, the silver one. Yeah, Gallon Kruger cabs and Aguilar heads.
Yes.
Yeah,
now,
I love them.
Now, did this past 2 years, did it affect you in your livelihood or your business?
Yes, it did. Yeah, I mean, it really knocked a hole in my business. You know, it's barely keeping my head above water because everybody was too scared to come out. You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so. You know, so a lot of time up there by myself.
Right. So when you came back, how was that experience? When everybody was coming back to the situation?
Oh, it's great. It's awesome. You know, people you haven't seen in almost 2 years. You know, coming back through the door. It's almost like a family reunion. You know.
Right. Who inspired you to go forward into your music movement?
Who inspired me to do that?
Yes.
Well, like I said, I come from a musical family, right? And my cousins, who I all look up to, they were all a little bit ahead of me in the music game. And so I was trying to play catch up to them. you know, and you know, my uncles, they all got my uncle has albums out, my cousins got albums out, you know. They're all pretty good in that music game. So they're the ones that inspired me, you know.
Amazing. Do you have any projects? Do you have any projects or EPs coming out?
Yeah, I have a couple of projects I'm working on right now. I'm working on one project with my brother Donald Albert. You might know him. He's a very good singer around town. He's just singing with the Dramatics, and he's been into acting and on the stage and all of that stuff. So I'm working on a project with him right now. Opening my studio up right now to a young brother that's going to be in there providing beats and mixes and helping me out with the internet radio. So that's the main project I got working on right now, the internet radio, because I want to get that up off the ground and running before I go to Virginia next month.
Amazing. So what is the best advice to give to a musician today that you can give?
Practice, and learn the basics of the song before you change it up.
Amazing. Name one of your favorite songs.
Oh, I have a bunch of them. Oh, right now one of my favorite songs is Sarah Smile by a band called the Heads Up Super Band. Check that out if you get a chance.
Okay.
Sarah Smile, Heads Up Super Band. Bass player is Gerald Beasley. Monster. Straight up monster on bass.
Shout out to my friend Beast, and he plays drums and bass. Actually, he's pretty good on everything. Baston. Yes, he plays for Ricky Dillard, and shout out to Calvin Napper. He plays for Frankie Beverly and Mays. Oh my goodness! I could listen to Calvin Napper all day. And then speaking of drummers that's out here, I could listen to Ronnie Thomas all day. I can listen to Christian McCall. You know Christian McCall. He came through my birthday party, the clinic session like 3 years ago. I can listen to him. He's going to be at the clinic. Yeah, he's going to be at the clinic this week.
Very good.
I could listen to quite a few people and just like love what they're doing. What you had to say, bro?
I was going to say I feel the same way that you do. There's a few people in town that I can listen to all day long, man. They just come through there and just play their hearts out, you know.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any endorsements or any like things that you got going on for yourself right now?
No, I don't currently have any endorsement because I haven't really sought any. But no, I don't currently have any right now.
So what you saying? We getting a little bit too old for that endorsement situation?
Yeah, a little bit. I am. Hey, I just hit that big 6-0, man. So I can't be lugging a bunch of stuff around anymore.
reason why I'm saying that because it's not really an endorsement, because you basically in paying for the situation yourself and investing in yourself. You basically got to put yourself out there, and that's the way I look at it. Because yes, I am endorsed by Soultone Silmos, but it's a blessing to be endorsed with Soultone Silmos, and it's a blessing to be an artist for Mode Drumsticks. Actually, let me give you let me give it to the world. It's SoultoneSilmos.com and ModeDrumsticks.com. If you want to look me up, you can look me up on their artists, and you can look me and find me on any of those platforms. ModeDrumsticks.com jerryroycelive-worldwide.com and soulstonecymbals.com. They some good, pretty good brands.
I understand that. That's cool, man. Nice.
Yeah. So, how did you start your music career? Basically,
I started it in church. Just playing in church. Just growing up around those people, playing in church. That's how I started. When I quit playing for about 10 years straight. I didn't pick up an instrument, sold my axe, all of that stuff, man.
That's how, I think that was a time when I was trying to get you to come and sub for me, and you was like, bro, I do not. I don't. You remember that time? I don't play no more. Yes.
Yeah, I quit playing for a while, and I was, I even though I wasn't playing, I always had the bass lines running through my head.
Awesome.
I couldn't get that stuff out of my head. Even though I hadn't picked up an instrument in years, and every time I hear a song, I'm trying to, in the back of my mind, I'm trying to figure out how to play that song on bass.
That's true.
And because that's when you're tied to an instrument. If you put it down and you can't think of nothing else.
That bass, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you're tied.
Have you ever thought about picking up something else?
I played a bunch of instruments when I was growing up, but once I found bass, I was struck. I was done. I didn't want to play anything else. Because this is what used to happen. We had the musician pit in church. You know what that looked like.
Yes,
Yes. Exactly. So that's where I grew. Yeah, that's where I grew up at, and all of us that were playing the instruments, we was all related. We was all first cousins. And so we used to literally be out the back of the church fist fighting on what instrument we was gonna play. So it was one of those deals, And so finally, man, ain't nobody playing bass. So I get tired of fighting over playing drums or guitar or whatever. So you know what? I'm gonna play bass. Because once I learned how to play, once I started getting into it, I didn't want nothing else.
Are there any bands that you are in right now? What bands are you in? I know you used to play down on Cheyenne, but are they still open over there?
Yeah, they're still open over there, but right now I'm concentrating on the studio. So I'm in a couple of bands, but due to the pandemic and the slow recovery that they got going on out there, they're not really working that much. So one band, I'm in 2 bands right now. One of them is a 23rd Letter Entertainment, Wisdom Phoenix. Mm-hmm. You can see her, you can catch her down there at Lady Brandy's every Friday, Saturday night. Are you familiar with Lady Brandy's place?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, she's down there every weekend. Also, I'm messing with this band. Another guy named Wiz. The first one was a female named Wiz. This is a guy named Wiz. Okay, and so we got a little jazz band going on right now. So
awesome. Are there anyone that you want to give kudos to, like shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give shout outs to all the family in town. They know who they are. Jabari, drummer, he's an awesome drummer for Marion Meadows. He's come through all the time. I'll give a shout out to my man Carl, my best friend, my road dog. And I will give a shout out, shout out to Claude, and Gary and Money Stone and all of them. They all come through. They all like family to me.
That's understandable. So let me ask you another question. I know you see this all the time. How do you feel when you see musicians all stuck up on themselves?
Oh man, I don't like that at all, man. I would rather play with a musician that was a little bit below standard but had a great attitude than playing with somebody that's all high on themselves, that was the best player in town, because those people are hard to work with.
Very hard to work with, yeah. It's very hard to work with.
I can understand it if you're a headliner. I can understand it if it's your name on the marquee outside. But
right? Yeah. That's true. Like my big brother, my mentor. His name is Daryl Woolfolk. I can understand that. Mm-hmm. Calvin Napper, I can understand that. Yeah. That's true. I got
your names out there. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I have two maestros that they're really out there. There's Amani Laurie and Michael Bradford.
Yeah.
They're really out there. Yeah, they're really out there. So I really like what they're doing.
Yeah, I know Amani. He's an awesome brother, man. I know him. He's good people.
Yeah, really good people. He just did his last session last week. You talking about amazing amplified worship. Shouts out to Kimberly Laurie and Amani Laurie. That's a powerful couple. Give shouts out to them. They did a awesome session on last Friday. It was amazing. If you guys wasn't there, you missed a treat.
Wow.
What if you didn't have music to fall back on? What else would you like to do?
Well, I'm a basic nerd. I like trying to figure out how things work. Tearing things apart, putting them back together.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I wasn't doing music, I'd be doing something along those fields. Well, I did do something along those fields for 24 years. As an aircraft mechanic. So
that's
for 24
amazing.
years. Yeah.
I noticed that you like to cook too, but you can't cook better than me.
Come on, man. Yeah, I like to cook. That's one of my favorite hobbies, man. I get out there on that smoker and make something happen,
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm gonna have to give you, next time I do a brisket, I'm gonna have to save you some, because you're gonna like it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to bring some of that Swift sauce. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring some of that Swift sauce.
Swift sauce?
Yeah.
All right.
Matter of fact, I got some in the refrigerator right now. No, it's delicious. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's what I need. Something like that.
Okay, awesome. Do you really get into what you playing, or is it just like an moment, like I'm here?
That depends, on the song. If I'm really feeling that song, I get really into it. Where there's some songs, you're not really that into, and you just got to kind of force yourself to get into it. That way you can be authentic with your lines that you're playing.
Right. That's true.
Because people can tell if you're just standing there going through the motions, man. That's not a good look or a good sound.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so how often do you listen to just music? I know you want to say something
every day.
Okay.
Every day. Especially if there's something something that I'm trying to learn. I'll listen to it over and over and over again. Even if I don't pick up my instrument, I'm steady listening to it.
Okay.
So I can soak in. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Have you ever been on tour with anybody?
On major tours? No. I've never been on major tour with anybody. No.
Any type of tour?
No. I toured with the Air Force for 24 years.
Amen. That's shouts out to you, and thank you for serving our country.
Yeah, you're welcome. See, that's why I didn't. I was in the military, so that's why I didn't, run off and do the music thing full time. if I hadn't done that, I probably would have been playing full-time music.
Awesome. Are you a leader or a follower, my brother?
Leader.
Man.
Yeah.
So
but, in order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower too, though. So you can put me down under both.
Let's say that one more time, because the world needs to hear that.
I said, in order to be a good leader, you need to be a good follower.
Okay.
Those two go hand in hand.
Amazing.
That's the part that people skip over. They just want to be the person in charge. They don't know how to take orders. They don't know how to do anything other than, tell people what to do.
Yeah, we're about to come to a close right now, but we just like to say something. What would you like to say to the world positively?
Say to the world positively. Educate yourself so you don't fall prey to the propaganda. Because a lot of people are uneducated. They fall prey to everything and anything. You know that old saying, there's a sucker born every minute?
Uh-huh.
That's especially true in the music world.
Okay.
There's a sucker born every minute. And, there are people out there taking advantage of musicians who are just getting into the game, or don't quite know exactly what they're doing yet.
Right.
So that's why I say educate yourself. That way you don't fall prey to the propaganda of people out there trying to get you just to do a free show.
Right.
You run around hauling equipment and thinking you're going to get something out the deal when all they wanted was a free show in the first place.
Oh my goodness, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
So it's understandable. So let me say, as far as the platforms, where can you be reached at?
Oh, I can be reached on Facebook under, look for Doug Bassman Dotson and Double D Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram. And the website's coming too because I'm getting ready to launch this internet radio station. So there'll be a website associated with that, but it's not up yet. So
awesome. Okay. So I really, you can always be welcome to this platform, but at this time,
thank you, my brother.
Anytime you can just let me know. And you can always be on this Musicians Matters platform. So I would like to thank
as well, when I get mine up and running, you are also equally as welcome on mine.
Okay, awesome. Appreciate you. I would like to thank my mentor, Jerry Royce, Life Power, Positive Power 21 Christian Media, LLC, for being there as a true brother and a true friend of Christ. I would like to thank Tyler Gaston, my the owner of the gas station recorder studio, for all of my engineering work, as far as of the music that you hear on this platform, and then the music that you hear for Drummers United International Music and Arts Fest. I just thank you, Tyler, for being there. On next week, it's going to be an awesome interview. But as we leave, it says, now faith is the substance for things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Be blessed.
All right.
Join me as as your host, Roderick Swift, every Wednesday, Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Positive Power, 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
You're listening to Jerry Roycelive-worldwide podcast.